Salutations, my fellow dudes and dudettes, and welcome back to Paper Mario. Last time, we progressed further through the flower fields, met a bunch of new faces, acquired a large amount of different kinds of berries, and now we're just going to continue with our adventure through the flower fields. We don't have much more to go. Just a heads up. Now that we have that bubbleberry, we can bring it to this little flower right here. Awesome, good going. Get a load of this. I'm kind of tempted to put that voice clip in. Nah, I won't do it. It's not related to Mario at all. Anyway, the plant creates a bubble and you can just hop right in it. And unfortunately, this is the only way to cross this area. Right now, anyways. We'll have an alternate means a little later on. Just gonna go past that stump, grab that star piece. There you go. Okay, now I'm actually not going to be editing this battle out because we actually got a new enemy. The Green Magikoopa. They have an HP of 11, an attack of 3, and a defense of 0. Yeah, it's 3. Unlike the white ones and the regular ones we've been seeing so far, this one prioritizes defense increases. So just make sure you take him out. Also, if the Magikoopa is left by himself, he sort of just leaves. I don't know, I guess the Magikoopa realizes that they don't stand a chance because, you know, this is Mario we're talking about. Don't worry about trying to fight any of those because as I have tried multiple times in the past, I don't know how to get to those guys up above me, like at all. I mean, you might be able to lure them down if you if you battle one of their Spinies and win. That was the Mega Quake Hammer, the best Quake badge in the game. Hello. I never thought anybody would come all the way up here. I'm the sun. It's not entirely true. I was the sun, I should say. The clouds that came out of the Puff Puff machine, the Huff and Puff built, those clouds keep me from climbing into the sky. I'm a complete failure as a sun. All of those flowers and plants and flower fields are suffering. You mean the Huff and Puff machine? Puff Puff machine? Where is it? I think it's east of here. The clouds seem to come from over there anyway. Why do you want to know? Do you think you could break the Puff Puff machine? No, there's no way. Don't strain yourself. You might as well go home. Now, the reason why I kept myself silent is because I wanted you to take in this beautiful track. It's a little weird because it's like really depressing because the sun it has to go up into the clouds, and yet this track is like amazing. I don't know why. Anyway, so that's our new objective. We have to find this Puff Puff machine, destroy it. What's going on? Oh yeah, this track is awesome too. I mean, you're Mario, right? My name is Lackluster. Nah, it's Michael. Hey, that's my name. Oh, Spike, yeah. Yeah, I'm Spike. Whatever, never mind. Look, I don't have a problem with you personally, but I've got orders from Huff and Puff. Sorry, man, but I gotta give you a bit of a beatdown. Like I said, man. Sorry. Did I say cool? Yeah, totally cool. Here it comes, man. Alright, we got a boss fight. Well, sort of a mini boss fight. We got a boss fight with Spike. He has an HP of 50, an attack of 4, and an offense of 0. His only method of attack is throwing a spiny at you. That's all he's got going for him. So, just dish out as much pain as you can in a fairly short amount of time, and you'll eventually win. Yeah, that's all I really got to say. Like, this mini boss is so unremarkable. You wish it had less HP because he does the same thing each and every time. And if he does do anything different, I wouldn't know dead offhand. I guess paralyzing him would actually be effective. That way you just prevent yourself from taking a bunch of damage. Chill out would be cool. We haven't used Lullaby in a while. That should be able to work just fine. Oh, and also, they, as far as I'm concerned, they do not become spinies if you do not successfully guard. Oh, thank goodness the battle's over. I was running out of things to say. Oh, jeez. Man, you're tough as nails. I give up, man. Oh, aren't you easy to... Alright. Do whatever you guys do. You've defeated Fire Flower in the Eye. Fire Flower in the Eye? Jeez. No, Lakalulu. No, please. Have mercy on my poor, sweet Lakalester. Don't call me Lakalester. It's Spike, remember? I told you I changed my name last month. I wonder how many times he's changed his name over the course of multiple months. For some reason, it makes me like you even more. I mean, did I say that out loud? Forget that I said that. Anyway, I lost a challenge, man to man, so we have to settle this. I have to face the music. What, in a meta sense? Cause your music track is pretty badass. I'll forgive him. He didn't put up much of a fight, so it's not like I hate him. Or maybe I should, for him wasting my time. Beginning to think that this whole deal was stupid. You don't say. I was working for Huff and Puff to be part of something big, but all I've been doing is picking pointless fights. This isn't what I wanted in life. What I wanted was... Hey man, I've got a question. What in the world are you doing all this fighting for? Because I have nothing better to do. I don't have TV at home, so it's not like I can watch television. I don't even know if TV is a thing in this world. Anyway, moving on. Wow, talk about a tough guy. You know what? I want to fight just because I feel like it. I'm going with you. No, Lakalester, you can't leave me. Please take me with you. Actually, yeah, that'd be a great idea. 2 partners for the price of 1? Heck yeah. Oh, you're not going to allow us to take her with us as well. Darn. I mean, granted, we could only have 1 party member at a time with us. Missed opportunity. That would have made for some really interesting, that could have made for some really interesting battles. Assuming they balance out the enemies themselves, like you could have more than 1 party member out at the same time. I'd love to see that in a future game. Assuming we don't get Sticker Star the Third. Guess I better make sure I'm tougher than you by the time I come back, huh? See me off with a smile now. You're so much cuter when you show me those pearly whites. And with that, we now have access to our final party member of the game, Lackluster. But we're gonna call him Spike just to make him feel better. I'll be winning with a smile. Come on, call me Spike! Okay, so his out of battle ability is probably the most useful for this chapter. All those spikes we've been having to ignore, we don't have to worry about those anymore. As for what that is, I'll explain after this fight, because should get to Spike as a combat buddy. His first means it's throwing a Spidey egg. You're gonna move the cursor to the enemy. That's all you really have to do. The cursor doesn't like move on its own or whatever. Now, unfortunately, because I'm having to show this guy off instead of just getting the battle over and done with, this is the first time I found out the bees could poison. Since when does a bee poison people? Can someone explain to me, can someone tell me of any poisonous bees in the world? I'd like to know. Then there's the egg toss, or whatever that attack is called. I wasn't really paying attention. It attacks all enemies, and that's about it. It's actually it's great for ground control, like ground control. Crowd control, right? I think ground. So clearly he's pretty efficient with fighting multiple enemies at once. You could argue Cooper and Bombette as well, but Cooper's problem is that all his attacks are ground-based. Alright, if you remember that power block we hit, I told you to save it, because now we can give it to Spike. And he'll gain access to a new move, and we'll actually be showing that off in a little bit. But yeah, as I was saying, Cooper is only able to maintain crowd control, like, for ground enemies, and Bombette's crowd control just takes up way too much FP. Granted, her attack output is powerful, but still. But now that we have Spike on our party, we can actually do this puzzle now. It's not too complicated, but here's how it works. Whenever you go on to one of these color pounds, you ground pound, it'll either go up or go down. And by that I mean all of them. Like, if you hit the purple one, all the purples will go up or down. If you hit the red ones, same thing. And please, for the love of God, do not get fooled like I did during my first run. You would think there's something at the very top, like your curiosity is probably making you think, it's like, maybe if I actively try to get all the way up there, maybe I'll find an item or something. Like something really useful. Do not be fooled, you won't find jack diddly squat. Alright, but anyways, let's show off that move while we're also talking about this new enemy. Yellow Magic Koopas. They have an HP of 11, an attack of 3, and a defense of 0. Just like the green Magic Koopas from earlier. They can essentially make the enemy static, meaning you can't attack them with physical moves. Anyway, with Spike's other move, I want to say it's called Cloud Surge. Basically, you do it, you use it the same way you would with Watt's turbocharge ability. And you just made him untouchable. I mean, granted, you can still use Lackluster or Spike, since he throws as a means of attack. But anyways, as I was saying, use it just like how you would with Y. It makes Mario, it increases his evasiveness, so enemies will avoid it more quickly. As for the succession rate of it, I mean, it's fine. I haven't had the greatest luck with it during this playthrough. I believe my test playthrough was much better, so take it with a grain of salt. I don't do this well with this recorded run, but my test playthrough, I was able to use it. It was a lot more useful to me. But that is not the only ability that Spike has access to, because now we can unlock his final one. And we'll actually be showing it in the next battle, because we're actually about to come up to this machine everyone's been ranting on about. Also, I believe there was a letter back there, in that flower. Like, make sure, do not forget that. I do pick it up on the way back. I don't think I actually showed me grabbing it, but there should be a letter inside one of those patches of flowers. Let's go, come on, we need more clouds. I want to see this land covered. We'll make them fear the power of my Puff Puff machine. Oh, I thought Huff and Puff built it. You're taking the credit? Okay. Master Hufflepuff is a man with a plan. Alright. I mean, I love clouds. Love them. And so covering the world in clouds seems pretty cool. Sounds pretty cool to me. Or seems, whatever. Wait, you're that wanted man, Mario. You guys, it's Mario. We've got to get him before he breaks our Puff Puff machine. That's a great idea. Right after I kick your silly butts. Alright, to show off his final attack. Alright, this one is really tough to do. You have to press A and B simultaneously in order to get this going. I pull it off on my first try. Dead off and... Oh yeah, the Mega Shock. Watt has that ability too. I just couldn't pull it off back in the Super Booper fight. But if you can pull it off, you can knock out enemies instantly. I do not think you get experience points if you do that. No, you don't. But in my case, it doesn't matter, because I managed to cheese out a bunch of experience thanks to the Amazing Daisy. Still processing the fact that I managed to do that. Makes me wonder if I'll be able to pull it off in the sequel. And after a while of beating it up, it goes up in a burst of flames. Or, like, it falls apart. Like it was made of cardboard or something. The clouds are gone. It's time for a little sunshine. Precious sunlight. Mario did it. He saved Flower Fields. Oh yes, the sun. Yippee, the sun's back. This is a very cheerful track right here. It's so unlike me. The bright rays of sun. Once again, I could gaze at the sparkles of light on the water. And there's a rainbow there. It's real pretty to look at. It's about time the sun, Flower Fields is saved. And of course, the sunlight can only add to my beauty. Shut up. It's the sun. Oh, that feels so good. Maybe being stuck in one place isn't so bad after all. I feel full of life again. Helping folks feels good. I could get used to this, man. Mario, what are you doing next? I'll follow you anywhere. Okay, I guess I'll just go with it. But yeah, as I was showing, like, off before, like, you can actually, use, like, a Spike, to cross all those spikes. Or any sort of sharp, like, impassable, like, terrain, whether it's spikes or lava, Spike will be able to carry you. Spike. Oh, crud, I just realized the joke. Wow. You should plant that magical breed, don't you think? It should grow well now. I'd say the best place for you to plant it would be over there, where you can see where you can plant it in the soil. We're actually going to be doing that next part because we got the boss fight coming up. So next time on Paper Mario, we're going to be wrapping up Flower Fields and getting our 6 star spirits. So until then, I got a juice.